twisted iron wire, preaching to the melancholic choir. Leaves are cutting like a razor blade, sitting in the melancholy shade, harvesting a crop of pure despair, breathing in the miserable air, sitting in the solitary chair. Chemical garden growing in the dark, barking as loud as a ravenous shark. Poisonous flowers smelling of decay, washing all the human pride away. Tomorrow is a miserable day. By the greenhouse scorched the heavy earth, questioning my solitary worth. I refuse to eat the bitter fruit, pulling up the melancholy road, wearing a ridiculous dark suit. Nothing left but ashes in the dirt, telling you exactly where it hurt. Quite settling across the lot, giving up completely what I've got, tied up in a solitary knot. Chemical garden growing in the dark, barking as loud as a ravenous shark. Poisonous flowers smelling of decay, washing all the human pride away. Tomorrow is a miserable day. I'll be crawling up the building side, cracking the foundation of the bank. Weeds are growing through the iron grate, nowhere in the city left to hide. Nature moving like a heavy tank. Asphalt splitting open in the street, dying in the miserable heat. Trees are breaking through the heavy stone, taking back the miserable throne, claiming every single fractured bone. Concrete roots are tearing up the town, bringing the metropolis is hardening around the lung. Songs that never ever will be sung. Caught me fly without a chance to land. I will never ever understand. Buried in a prehistoric sand. Drowning in amber, perfectly still. Working against my own paralyzed will. Kept as a relic for millions of years. Crying invisible fossilized tears. Facing the oldest of mystical fears. Light is bending through the yellow crust, turning all the outside world to dust. I am a museum piece of grief, searching for a miserable relief, holding on to a forgotten belief. Suspended animation in the sap, caught inside a beautiful dark trap. Every single hair is locked in place, disappearing into empty space, leaving a magnificent old trace. Drowning in amber, perfectly still. Working against my own paralyzed will. Kept as a relic for millions of years. Crying invisible fossilized tears. Facing the oldest of mystical fears. Melt the resin down and set me free. Throw me in the melancholy sea. I do not want to be a gemstone bride. Let me fade into the pitchy night. Giving up this archaeological Silence is absolute and profound, never to be safely ever found. Time is meaningless inside the shell, living in a golden tinted hell, listening to a prehistoric bell. Drowning in amber, perfectly still. Working against my own paralyzed will. Kept as a relic for millions of years. Crying invisible fossilized tears. Facing the oldest of mystical fears. inside a prehistoric tear, looking through a lens so golden clear, frozen in a moment of the past, knowing that the resin holds me fast. Nothing is supposed to ever last. Sap is hardening around the lung, songs that never ever will be sung. Caught me fly without a chance to land. I will never ever understand. Buried in a prehistoric sand. Drowning in amber, perfectly still, working against my own paralyzed will, kept as a relic for millions of years, crying invisible fossilized tears, facing the oldest of mystical fears. Light is bending through the yellow crust, turning all the outside world to dust. I am a museum piece of grief, searching for a miserable relief, holding on to a forgotten belief. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, listening to a distant lonely bar. Sleep is just a rumor in this place, leaving an invisible sad mark, drifting through a miserable space. Shadows stretching long across the floor, knocking on an non-existent door, counting every second on the clock, searching for a quiet, peaceful shore, sailing toward a jagged, heavy rock. Moth-wing lullaby, sing me to sleep into a slumber so heavy and deep. Dust on the fingers and dust on the mind, leaving the daylight entirely behind. Hoping a beautiful dream I will find. I will find. Tossing and turning upon the bed, chasing the phantoms inside of my head. Moonlight is spilling right over the sill, painting the room in a silvery red, working against my own fragile will. Whispers are echoing out of the wall, waiting for the quiet night to fall. Insects are fluttering close to the lamp, answering to a mysterious call. Down in the basement, so dreary and damp. Moth-wing lullaby, sing me to sleep into a slumber so heavy and deep. Dust on the fingers and dust on the mind, leaving the daylight entirely behind. Hoping a beautiful dream I will find. just a vessel for the grid, doing exactly what I am bid. Look at what the technology did. Motherboard is glowing in the dark, leaving an illuminated mark. Fingers tapping on the plastic keys, falling down upon my cyber knees, infected by a terrible disease. Pixels forming faces on the wall, waiting for the system just to fall. Data flowing heavy through the vein, standing in a virtual domain, bound up in a manufactured chain. Neon parasite inside the brain, washing out the logic with the rain. I am just a vessel for the grid, doing exactly what I am bid. Look at what the technology did. Delete the files, erase the memory drive. I wanna feel authentically alive. Smash the monitor upon the floor. I will not be a servant anymore. Walking out the simulated door. Server room is echoing with hums, waiting for the quietness that comes. I pull the final plug out of the jack, watching the entire world go black, knowing there is no way turning back. Neon parasite inside the brain, washing out the logic with the rain. I am just a vessel for the grid, doing exactly what I am bid. Look at what the technology did. slipping right between the hands, failing at these solitary demands, wandering in solitary lands. Grains are piling up into a mound, never to be safely ever found. I am getting older by the day, having absolutely naught to say, throwing the green lawn. Sprinklers ticking in the afternoon, howling at a suffocating moon. Coffee cups and television shows, watching how the quiet desperation grows, and everyone pretends that no one knows. How suburban quicksand pulling me below, moving incredibly and painfully slow, swallowed by the absolute mundane, living in a comfortable chain, going so politely insane. Station wagon parked upon the drive, just a prop to prove that we exist. Wandering into a morning mist, barely functioning and half alive, trapped inside a sterile neighborhood. Grocery aisles and plastic shopping bags, dragging on a heavy heart that lags. Sunday dinners eaten in the quiet, suppressing a magnificent dog riot, fed upon a miserable diet. Suburban quicksand pulling me below, moving incredibly and painfully slow, swallowed by the absolute mundane, living in a comfortable chain, going so politely insane. But a lawnmower smashed the patio. I need a place where the wild winds blow. Break the windows of this lovely house, quiet as a solitary mouse, trapped inside this beautiful dead spouse. Wallpaper is peeling at the edge, standing on a figurative ledge. No one hears the screaming in the mind, leaving all the sanity behind, acting so intentionally blind. Suburban quicksand pulling me below, moving incredibly and painfully slow, inside the hollow engines burn for memories we never can unlearn. Velvet rust is covering the rise. Nowhere left for innocence to hide. Step right up and pay the toll. Sacrifice your empty soul. Swallowed whole. Swallowed whole. Swallowed whole. A broken mirror maze reflects a ghost. The fortune teller's crystal ball is cracked. We raise a glass and make a silent toast to every single promise that we lacked and every twisted covenant we back. The roller coaster track is overgrown with ivy choking out the iron rail. We walk this haunted avenue alone and listen to the melancholy wail of winds that tell a miserable tale. Velvet rust is covering the rides. Nowhere left for innocence to hide. Step right up and pay the toll. Sacrifice your empty soul. Swallowed whole. Swallowed whole. Burn the circus to the ground. Let the heavy drums resound. Every clown is weeping now, wiping ashes from the brow. Take a final tragic bow. The carousel is spinning in reverse. The music box is playing out of key. We carry on this solitary curse and wander through the absolute debris of what we thought the future was to be. Velvet rust is covering the rides. Nowhere left for innocence to hide. Step right up and pay the toll. Sacrifice your empty soul. Swallowed whole. Swallowed whole. Swallowed whole. There's skips and stutters on the track. There is absolutely turning back. Words repeating endlessly the same, playing such a miserable game. Forgetting my own solitary name. Vinyl scratches ruining the song. Everything is going totally wrong. Memory is skipping like a stone. Leave my exhausted skeleton alone, sitting upon a ridiculous throne. Dust is gathering upon the deck. I am just a melancholy wreck. Turntable is spinning out of time, guilty of a solitary crime, looking for a solitary check. Hissing pop replacing all the art, tearing my own heavy metal heart. Grooves are worn completely to the base, disappearing into empty space, leaving no magnificent dark trace. Vinyl scratches ruining the song. Everything is going totally wrong. Memory inside my heavy head, watering the soil with toxic rain, washing out the terrible cold brain. Petals blooming in the sickly blue, not a single word of it is true. Thumbs are dripping with the heavy slime, guilty of a solitary crime, wasting all my solitary time. Chemical garden growing in the dark, barking as loud as a ravenous shark. Poisonous flowers smelling of decay, washing all the human pride away. Tomorrow is a miserable day. It's a miserable day. Roots are digging deep into the rot, giving up completely what I've got. Tied up in a solitary knot, stems are made of twisted iron wire, preaching to the melancholy choir. Leaves are cutting like a razor blade, sitting in the melancholy shade, harvesting a crop of pure despair, breathing in the miserable air, sitting in the solitary chair. Chemical garden growing in the dark, barking as loud as a ravenous shark. Poisonous flowers smelling of decay, washing all the human pride away. Tomorrow is a miserable day. Burn the greenhouse, scorch the heavy earth, crushing in my solitary words. I refuse to eat the bitter fruit, pulling up a melancholy root, wearing a ridiculous dark suit. Nothing left but ashes in the dirt, telling you exactly where it hurt. Quiet settling across the lot, giving up completely what I've got. Tied up in a solitary knot. Chemical garden growing in the dark, barking as loud as a ravenous shark. Poisonous flowers smelling of decay, washing all the human pride away. Tomorrow is a miserable day. metropolis right down. Green is overtaking all the gray, washing all the human pride away. Tomorrow is a wild and untamed day. Let the forest swallow up the cars. cell, living in a golden tinted hell, listening to a prehistoric bell. Drowning in amber, perfectly still, working against my own paralyzed will, kept as a relic for millions of years, crying invisible fossilized tears, facing the oldest of mystical fears. Stretching long across the floor, knocking on a non-existent door, counting every second on the clock, searching for a quiet, peaceful shore, sailing toward a jagged, heavy rock. Moth-wing lullaby, sing me to sleep into a slumber so heavy and deep. Dust on the fingers and dust on the mind, leaving the daylight entirely behind. Hoping a beautiful dream I will find. Tossing and turning upon the bed, chasing the phantoms inside of my head. Moonlight is spilling right over the sill, painting the room in a silvery red, working against my own fragile will. Whispers are echoing out of the wall, waiting for the quiet night to fall. Insects are fluttering close to the lamp, answering to a mysterious call down in the basement, so dreary and damp. Moth-wing lullaby, sing me to sleep into a slumber so heavy and deep. Dust on the fingers and dust on the mind, leaving the daylight entirely behind. Hoping a beautiful dream I will find. Close my heavy eyes and let me rest, feeling this nocturnal quiet test. Give me a potion to quiet the brain, standing alone in a phantom rain, washing away all the conscious pain. threatening over the trees, bringing a miserable chilling breeze. I have survived yet another long night, falling down onto my weary knees, giving up on the insomniac fight. Moth-wing lullaby, sing me to sleep, into a slumber so heavy and deep. Dust on the fingers and dust on the mind, leaving the daylight entirely behind. Hoping a beautiful dream I will find. The simulated door. lumberjack, watching the entire world go black, knowing there is no way turning back. Neon parasite inside the brain, washing out the logic with the rain. I am just a vessel for the grid, doing exactly what I am bid. Look at what the technology did. a solitary man, following the solitary plan. Shattered hourglass spilling on the floor. I do not want to measure anymore. Time is just an arbitrary trap, looking at the solitary map, caught inside a melancholy gap. Picket fences painted perfectly, neighbors smiling with a hollow grin, hiding all the misery and sin, living in a false tranquility while sinking in the manicured green lawn. Sprinklers ticking in the afternoon, howling at a suffocated moon. Coffee cups and television shows, watching how the quiet desperation grows, and everyone pretends that no one knows. Suburban quicksand pulling me below, moving incredibly and painfully slow, swallowed by the emptiness acting so intentionally black. Suburban quicksand pulling me below, moving incredibly and painfully slow, swallowed by the absolute mundane, living in a comfortable chain, going so politely insane. The Ferris wheel is paralyzed and still. A painted horse has lost his wooden eye. There is a shadow creeping up the hill beneath the fractured and forgiving sky, where all the childhood illusions die. The cotton candy melts into the mud, while rusted gears begin to slowly turn. A ticket booth is stained with phantom blood, and deep inside the hollow engines burn for memories we never can unlearn. Velvet rust is covering the rights, nowhere left for innocence to hide. Step right up and pay the toll, sacrifice your empty soul. Swallowed whole, swallowed whole, swallowed whole. A broken mirror maze reflects a ghost. The fortune teller's crystal ball is cracked. We raise a glass and make a silent toast to every single promise that we lacked, and every twisted covenant we backed. The roller coaster track is overgrown, with ivy choking out the iron rail. We walk this haunted avenue alone and listen to the melancholy wail of winds that tell a miserable tale. Velvet rust is covering the rights, nowhere left for innocence to hide. Step right up and pay the toll, sacrifice your empty soul. Swallowed whole, swallowed whole. Burn the circus to the ground, let the heavy drums resound. Every clown is weak. steps upon the dusty groove, waiting for the rhythm just to prove that I'm still alive and breathing here, living with a solitary fear, watching how the melodies remove. Music skips and stutters on the track, there is absolutely turning back, words repeating endlessly the same, playing such a miserable game, forgetting my own solitary name. Vinyl scratches ruining the song, everything is going totally wrong, memory is skipping like a stone. Leave my exhausted skeleton alone, sitting upon a ridiculous throne. Dust is gathering upon the deck, I am just a melancholy wreck. Turntable is spinning out of time, guilty of a solitary crime, looking for a solitary check. Distant pop replacing all the art, tearing my own heavy metal heart. Grooves are one completely to the bass, disappearing into empty space, leaving no magnificent dark trace. Vinyl scratches ruining the song, everything is melancholy machine. Dust is kicking up behind the wheels, trying hard to see what is still real. Sun is baking down upon the roof, searching for a solitary proof, acting like a melancholy goof. What about all empty the sea, dying in the miserable heat? Scavenger is waiting for the end, trying to falsely and blindly pretend. Broken lines around the corner bend. Vulture shadow falling on the hood, doing everything I ever could. I am running out of gasoline, ugliest thing I have ever seen. Living in a melancholy machine. Keep the pedal pressed into the floor. I do not want to wander anymore. Will I run the reaper in the sky, taking such a miserable dark flight, watching all the lazy moments die?